Hey everybody, it's Cody, Dixon RC here. Part 3 of the Chevrolet 2500 build Cat Eye edition. Got a bunch of stuff done interior, you'll see soon. All the crazy things that I had to do. Some stuff in between where I talk about different things. I've had a couple of different problems with this truck, different weird stuff. And then at the end, I'm going to do a full walk around of all the things I've done so far. Still got a lot of motor things to do. Not a lot of motor things to do. A couple motor things to do and a lot of outside stuff to do. And then we'll be driving this thing. So not long left to go, but so hang tight, watch and enjoy, and we'll see you in a bit. Alright, so got some stuff done. Mainly all I've done is clean. Filled in those holes that were everywhere with some seam sealer. I just went and bought some black seam sealer. Tried to get it as flat as I could, but it didn't really matter. It's covered anyway. Sprayed this down with a coat of Undercoating Pro, like some Rust-Oleum stuff. Nothing crazy. It actually I could put another coat down, would probably be not a bad idea, but it's okay. I'm not too worried about it. It looks fine. It's gonna do the job. It's something, at least it's something there. I'm gonna start putting this all back together, but I fear I don't have this plug that goes in this hole yet, and I don't know when it's gonna be here. So I'm but I would like to start putting all this back together. I don't know. So I did wind up cleaning this foam, this jute flooring. It was really nasty. It's still not in the greatest shape, but I've cleaned it so much with purple stuff and the pressure washer that it's gotten pretty clean. There's still some stuff, like, actually, you know what? That right there was really bad. It's pretty clean. It still looks pretty bad in the backside, but it doesn't smell. It looks good. And I'm going to coat this, not coat it, but I'm going to spray Odoban. It's Odor Ban, but it's ODO Ban. We've used it for years in the family. It works really well. It smells not bad. I can't really stand smells too much. They kind of bother my head. So I can't have super smells anyway. But so I want to do that, get it back together. I've cleaned all the trim pieces so I can put it back together, but I am going to go through and clean as much behind all this stuff as I can with a rag and some spray cleaner, just to try and get it as clean as possible. I know this seems like a lot to you guys, but this is what I used to do. I did show car stuff and cleaned everything. I took everything apart, cleaned it all. Like I took those out, I sprayed them, back, front and back, just to mainly stop the rust. Took the seats out, cleaned them. I did add power supplies to this part of the dash here. That's for the radio. This is just to power for you, so you can hook up USB. All the panels are clean. They're still dirty. They still look scuffy because they come out of a truck that had been used. But not bad. So we'll go back to time lapses of me putting stuff back together. And that'll be pretty much it. This video probably won't be that long. I don't know, who knows. But so we'll see you in a little bit. All right, so one of the main things I was waiting to get in was this center console. God, it looks so big compared to sitting in here with no seats in here. So this is a custom center console. You can put a 6.5 and a 3.5 in the front. Cup holders. There's room inside of here to put amps. There is a 12-inch sub hole back here in the back. Let's see. Yeah, there it is there. It is ported. Pretty cool. So I don't really know who makes these. I got mine from Neil Barber at Audio Extremes in Thomasville, Georgia. He gets them in for all sorts of trucks. I got them for Fords and Chevys and everything. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to reach out to him. Good dude. He's the only one that I know local around me that has these. So if you're in Georgia and you want one, this is the guy to get them from. I know you can order these on eBay, but his prices are better than the eBay prices. So I snagged one from him. It comes with a little cover to go in here, like a little plate. And then you can get a plate with a Chevy emblem on there. I'm not really going to worry about that. It does come with cup holders and like this overlay that makes it look nice. I do have a 12 to go in the back of it. I have 6.5 component set to go in here. I bought a 3.5-inch block off plate to block that off, and I got to drill a hole in it to put the tweeter in. Haven't really figured out how I'm gonna do that. Also, since I put the vinyl back in it, I really need to figure out where all the wiring is going to go for this thing, because that's really going to be a big deal. But I ain't got there yet. I'm going to take this back out, clean the dash, finish cleaning all the gauge cluster and all that stuff. Get that done, then I can worry about putting all the panels back in and then kind of figure out where everything goes, because I've got to put the radio in, feed all those RCA cables out. I got to feed all that stuff. So that's going to take a little bit of time and effort to do that. So I got to do that first before I finish fully putting everything in. I can't put the seats in until I figure out where I'm going to run all the wires, and then I got to figure out how they're going to run. Like I'll have to put the panels in and then see how it fits against this before I figure out how to run the wires through there, which I'm sure they'll go into this little cubby. The problem with it is this thing is so large that it's going to be hard to get in and out all the time. Hopefully what I'll be able to do is push that all the way back so it's kind of like up there. And then I'll be able to feed everything in and kind of figure out what's going on. I also have to figure out how I'm going to hold the amps in here, like how they're going to sit. Kind of figure that out. I got some small power acoustic amps, so maybe they won't be too bad. So that's it for now. I'll check back in later. All right, so I got some stuff done on the doors. I put my baffle in with my speakers, crossover. Actually built a little plate out of the Dixieland RC car stands that I sell. I just took one and chopped off the legs and used that to place it there, put some screws in there, hold it. Put tweeters in the doors there. They kind of are like right where the dash, I don't know, it's hard to, you'll see when they get done. Well, I got this one done over there. Let's see. So, got that wired up. I got ground and power coming into the truck. So, got pretty much everything done needs to be here. It's still lots to do. It is super hot today. So, getting what I can get done though. So, check back in later. All right, so here we are. This is where we're at. I have installed this. Probably should not have installed it before making sure stuff worked, but I did it anyway, and stuff don't work. So first thing I noticed was the subwoofer amplifier, which is the one on the left here, was not turning on. Couldn't really figure it out. I finally figured it out. The little remote wire that runs from the 4-channel amp, the one that runs from it runs over to the sub amp. It had come out of the little terminal, so got to pull that apart. I've already taken that seat out to move it to see what was going on. I'm fixing to take this seat out, and maybe I'll be able to swing it more this way, so I'll be able to get in there and move everything. The other thing that didn't work, let me move over here to the other side. I did notice, when I first bought this truck, I noticed that this door speaker on this passenger side did not work. And I really didn't know why. I just figured maybe the speaker was bad, whatever. Well, upon further investigation and looking, this door has been replaced at some point in its life. There's a number from a junkyard. So it's been replaced. And this speaker doesn't work. Well, because I think that it's not hooked up. There's some wire there that seems to come here. and I don't know, I haven't dug into it yet, but I'm gonna figure out why that doesn't work either. Try and do some ohm outs and see if I can figure out what's going on, but I'll check back in with you whenever I get everything installed. All right, so got the interior in. Let's move this out the way. Put the center console in. As you see, I've got a 6.5 inch and then a tweeter. Same over here, there's a 6.5 in here, and there's a tweeter right there. The box is down here. The subs in the back. It's pretty cool. It works pretty well. It doesn't move very much. I need to figure out some sort. If anybody's installed one of these, like, and knows how they strapped it down, I'd like to know. I haven't seen anything. Nobody's talked about it online, so maybe I can figure it out and maybe put a video out. I don't know, but don't have that centerpiece or the full dash trim in yet. I got to figure out where I'm going to put the microphone for the radio. The Pioneer radio's in. Amps are in. Like I said right before this, I had when I put all this in there, it didn't work. The subwoofer didn't come on. That speaker over there didn't work at all. I'm going to go over there and show you why in just a second. I got the amp fixed. I pulled both seats out, moved this console around, dug in there. Also adjusted a bunch of stuff on the amps because I had it too high. It was really, really loud, but it was like a bad loud. It wasn't good. So I put the new tail lights in, just simple lights. I did put that little piece in here so I can open that up. I also, while I had the lights out, I went ahead and changed these pieces here. The other ones, these little pieces are plastic and they'll fall off, and it lets the tailgate shake really bad or move, basically. I do also need to replace these pieces down here. They are, let's see how it moves like that. That's not really the way it's supposed to be. But new tail lights, they came with bulbs. I don't think I'm going to put LEDs in them. I think I'm just going to leave them alone. So let me go on this side of this door here. So as you see, I have a wire here that I ran directly from the amp that goes to this door here. Well, this door is not a factory door, as I saw that just a second ago. I showed you that. But this is the connector that goes to the door. Well, so where those two wires right there went in here, I think they went in like one of those two there. Anyway, where it plugs in, there's only one wire or one plug, and that's for the door chime, you know, to let you know if you have your door in it or not. None of the others, this plug will not go into any of these other two here. So I'm assuming that's probably what the problem is. So I just swiped it out and decided to just wire it directly to the amp. It works. I'll tuck all that up in there. You'll never see it. Won't even really even worry about it, to be honest. Especially once this panel goes right here in this corner. Then I put these new pieces down here. Of course, I took those off and painted those. That's it pretty much. That's it pretty much on that side there. I pulled the headlights out of it. I got to get some HID or some LEDs for the high and low beam. And I'm gonna get a bunch of bulbs, brand new bulbs for all this here. Probably gonna have to buy a socket for that one. It is pretty burnt up. Maybe it'll work, but those plugs are pretty cheap. I did change the oil in it. Looked underneath it, tried to figure out if I saw anything weird. There's a couple of weird oil leaks and stuff like that that are starting to show. So tried to clean this wheel with some wheel cleaner and like a 000 Brillo pad. Didn't really do any good. It's just so bad. They're so bad. Still don't really know if I'm gonna keep this. It's got a big old it's open. Look at the rod over there on that side. I don't like that, so I don't know if I want to fix that. These are very expensive boxes, so maybe I will fix it. I don't know. We'll see. Still a little bit of cleaning to do. I did buy a new clock spring, so I wouldn't have butt connectors for the airbag. Hopefully that'll work. Take the steering wheel off, change that clock spring. Hopefully get the steering wheel a little more straight. It's a little off right now. And that's really it. I mean, I don't really need much else as far as that goes, realistically. I don't know. Everything's pretty good. I got this to sound pretty good. I had to fiddle with it a whole bunch. Pioneer changed their EQ stuff. I don't really care for the new stuff. Gotten kind of used to the Alpine that was in the Suburban, so kind of messed up changing back to something else. I still have to put these pins in, you know, the side door pin things, because the door doesn't shut very well, you know, kind of deal there. But I got some wiper blades, I got some plugs to put in it, and then just do cleaning. Probably take these off and spray them black so they look good. Probably get some kind of buffing compound to polish this windshield, so at least it's nice. I did buy some undercoating spray to spray under there. I did not buy that stuff that I was talking about, the Eastwood stuff. I just bought some basic stuff. I do have the piece here for a camera, so I can have a rear view camera, but it's not going to be fun to do because you got to wire it up, and I'm not really too fun. I'm tired of wiring right now, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll do it later. But it's coming along pretty good. I do want your guys' opinion, or if somebody knows of a way to put some sort of power mirror in this truck without doing the factory swap. Now, the factory swap, you get a power mirror, you get the switch that goes into the door, which I can't even do that because the door panel is completely different. You have to buy BCM and you have to get it programmed and all that stuff, but there's no wiring in this door, so it's not going to work that way without buying all that stuff, and I do not want to do that. What I was hoping for is there was some sort of company that made one, like I could add a power, you know, like the power switch. I could add it like here. I could cut a hole and put the switch here and then run my own wires into each door to run to each mirror. That'd be pretty cool. So I'd like to have that. Maybe somebody knows something. I've looked, but I guess maybe I ain't looked hard enough. I don't know. But that's pretty much it. So it's coming along pretty good. I did get some rear flares to go on there, so we'll do that next batch whenever I do all the outside stuff. So that's pretty much it. And this one's probably a pretty short video, but thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.